Texas.
Back it up, back it up. Back it up. Claims are worth nothing if you can't back it up. Back it up. Step to the mic, to the mic, to the mic. Make your claim. But understand something real quick. Okay, then. Around here, words don't mean shit.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Talk heavy, better stack it up. Receipts, clips, facts on deck. Don't dance around, best come direct. Yeah, welcome to Back It Up, where the mouth gets checked. Every claim on trial, every word gets pressed. You can say whatever, free speech intact. But don't cry when we ask you to prove your facts. You think Trump was Elvis? Cool, show the tape. You think history's fake? To demonstrate, you think the earth's flat? I bet you can back it up. When falsified to death, it's time to wrap it up. Not whispers, not rumors, not telegram threads. Not a guy I know, or the voices in your head. Bring timestamps, documents, video proof, or we'll dismantle the lie right in front of you. Back it up, back it up, back it up. If it's real, you ain't scared to back it up. If it folds when we ask how you know, oh, that's when silence says enough. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Truth don't flinch, lies are up. Need that. Say it proud, then stand on it. Or watch us tear it the fuck up. We don't cancel, we examine. We don't scream, we demand it. Evidence over theatrics.
Okay.
Data over dramatics. No sacred cows, no free passes. Every claim gets weighed in masses. If it's real, it'll hold its shape. If it's fake, it shatters. So roll the tape. Yeah. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Back it up, baby. Jared and my boy Landry gonna do anything.
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Back it up,
Back it up, back it up, back it up. Hey. Only thing, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up? Only thing, can you really back it up, back it up, back it up?
Back it up, back it up, back it up.
That's right. It's Thursday. It means it's time for the best 15 seconds in internet history. You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you ready for another fun episode? I am. I need to find something first, though. There we go. All right, welcome everybody. It is time for Back It Up. Let's see if we can get this off the... That's not working. There we go. There we go. It is time for Back It Up episode number 6, believe it or not. We are on to number 6. And it is the $5,000 challenge. So you can join today, jump on up here, and claim the prize. We're going to be looking forward to that. But let's bring Landry on first. Landry, are you going to try and win the money?
Is this as reputable as the Dave Weiss challenge?
It's about equally reputable. So.
All right. So 0% chance I get it?
Yeah, exactly. No, you have a better chance of it than him. That's for sure. Because if you do this one, you'll actually get paid. It's not like Dave. It won't be like Dave where he says, oh, yeah, I'll pay you, go down to Antarctica and prove the Earth is flat. Prove that the Earth's a globe. And then we do that, and then he just forgets about it. What are you going to do? Hey, I was going to ask you, I do have a question. What is your all-time number one Alex Stein moment?
Oh, that he's done?
Yeah, with you. Because I've hung out with the guy, so he's always laughs. I figured there's something he's done.
Off screen or on screen?
No, definitely in all.
In all.
He had to do
probably when he
funny.
told me that I smelled like shit.
He just flat out you might want to get that checked then.
I think I did. I think I've been very good up to that point, because he's like wears all the perfumes, all the
colognes,
the colognes, all that stuff.
He does.
And I was maybe wearing 2-day-old pants, and he could smell it. from a mile away. So they call me Dirty Laundry for
Oh,
it. It's
I
not
remember
just my P-Star name.
You told
but,
me
you know.
that he said he saw you one day, and then the next day he pulled a. Aren't those the same pants you wore yesterday?
Yep. He's watching me.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, my funniest thing with him was definitely when I picked him up from the airport, and then we were driving to, I think, Berkeley. So we had to cross the Bay Bridge, and in the middle of the Bay Bridge, with no warning at all, he squeezed an air horn in my truck with the windows rolled up. Just out of nowhere, wah wah. Do I have an air horn? Oh, I might have it. I don't. Anyway, he did that, and I almost drove off into the Pacific. So that was fun. All right, so guys, we have do we have anybody in the waiting room? No, not yet. The URL to join is on top of the screen. You'll see tiny.cc/backitup. You can join the show, get your 5 minutes. You can wait and if you want to hear the challenge and see if you can beat it, and then you can come up for that reason. And then to tip, you can go to tiny.cc/tipitup. That works as well. Or you can send a super chat. You can send a $10 for the dong. You see the let's go to the back it up menu right here real quick. This is the back it up menu. And we've got $9.99 or $10 will sound the dong. It removes whatever person is currently, whatever you name. If there's multiple people on the panel, name one, and we will boot them. Or if you want to just boot whoever's up here, we'll get the point. $11 to reinstate that banned person. $5 to come on the panel a second time if you want to come up again. $50 super chat means you get to join the panel right now. We'll wait. Just go ahead and do the $50 super chat, and then you get to come up for the whole show. And I've got a lot of enemies. You think that people would want to come up for the whole show and just yell at me or something? I don't know. Guess not.
Well, people just unsubscribe from their enemies.
Oh,
I've learned, or they just give up. And I mean, I'm
Yeah.
guilty of it myself.
That's true. I do the same thing. So join the panel for the entire show, and you can't be removed via the dong. And then $100 to mute Jaron or Landry for 1 hour, which will be fun if that ever happens. But we will have to wait and see. So that is your menu. Jaron, did you catch Will and Erica's stream yesterday? Will and Eric. Oh, I saw a little bit of it. You mean the evolution learning session? I did not. I just saw a little bit of it. Landry, wait, no, his challenge doesn't even say he has to accept it. He should pay out even every time someone sends it. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Who said that?
I don't know. Big Fish says his challenge doesn't even say he has to accept it. Well, who doesn't have to accept it? 3 Bitcoin for a globe Earth proof that he is never going to accept. Yeah, well, he does say, if people don't remember, I'll actually bring it up real quick. So remember I said to him, let's bring it up over here. Where did I put it? On my TikTok, I guess? Yeah, it's on TikTok. I never know where I put stuff. TikTok/Jeranism. Yeah, let's go over there. I'll just show you this one video.
Oh, I like that. I'm your DJ Curious. I like that.
Are you? I don't know about that.
Wait, does that make me more likable than you?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he definitely is saving that show over there, isn't he? All right, so which one's that one? Browser solo. Hold on, I gotta move this one over here. That's the wrong one. Gotta go to, where's the wheel? We do have the wheel also, if you guys remember that from that. That was fun. Let's see, is that good enough? Yeah, that's good. So we'll just watch this real quick. This is Dearth, and this is why his challenge is kind of bullshit. Let's see.
I want to book an Antarctic trip.
You want to go to Antarctica?
Yeah, why not?
absolutely. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe.
So go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. So pretty much he made it very easy for us to know what it takes to prove the Earth's a globe. Go down to Antarctica, film the 24-hour sun. That's it. Well, that's been done, if you didn't notice.
Antarctic should, if it's a ball, have the same light as the Arctic did in its summer. And there should be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, but there isn't. There's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. There's no 24-hour sun simply because the Earth is flat. There is no 24-hour sun in the South. There is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. No one has ever seen it. That makes sense. But 24 hours of sun, well, how could that work, right? If the sun was in their summer, so all the way out here, well, how can there be sun here when the sun is way far away? Well, here's the thing. There is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe. Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe.
I will pay them if you can prove the globe. Guaranteed. Swear on my life.
Go down there and film the 24-hour sun and prove the Earth is a globe.
Say what, Dave?
I will pay
So he does say he'll pay. I will pay them
them if you can prove the globe.
if you can prove the globe. Guaranteed.
Swear on my life.
Swears on his life. And sorry about the color. I don't know what's going on with the. Oh, I know why that is. It's queued up for the wheel, and it's color coded, so it's taking out the blues. Anyway, so he basically told you exactly what's going on. He swore that if we prove the globe, and then he's the one who said what proving the globe looked like. It looked like going down to Antarctica and filming the 24-hour sun. So obviously Dave is a dishonest POS, but what are you gonna do? What does that sound? That's somebody coming in. All right, let's get back to it. I just wanted to show you that because I thought it was important to point out that's what he's up to. And did I do anything else good? No, I think so. All right, so let me show you this over here if we can real quick. I want to show you the challenge. I'll read it to you. It's kind of long. I don't really need to read the whole thing, do I? Maybe I do, just because it's the official challenge, and Landry's going to chop this up for us and make sure it's its own video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, let me, though I have to get the right side here. Where is that going to be? Right side there. All right, let's see. That's not going to work. Let me make this a little bigger and go like this. All right, so here's the, and to find this, you can go to Gerants. It's t.me/Gerants. Gerants is the name. I know it's a little bit off here. This will go like this. All right, so it says $5,000 challenge. Make sure everyone sees this. This is one of the most important challenges you'll ever see. Please share to any and every group so someone can complete this challenge. All right, the amount of people who can't figure this out is embarrassing. In fact, I'm convinced the reason I have gotten about 20 messages today alone on this issue is because it is the end of Flat Earth. They have no choice but to message me to give me some bullshit excuse, usually about perspective or turning around or some other garbage because they can't listen. Let me explain the problem, followed by the challenge. When people are facing the same direction. For this example, we'll use the setting sun, so both people are looking west. There is no turning around. There is no face this way or that way or face north or south. I already lined you up. You are watching the sunset, so you're facing west. Person 1 is north of the equator. Person 2 is south of the equator. Both people are looking west and watching the same item, the sun, as it sets. On Earth, person 1 in the north sees the sun set diagonally from the top left to the bottom right. Person 2 in the south sees the sun set diagonally from the top right to the bottom left. This is because on Earth, the two people are, because they're on a sphere, oriented opposite. So they both see the same item, the sun, going in opposite directions. Now the challenge. This is so unique because this scenario is impossible on any flat world ever. Why? Because two people looking in the same direction can never see the same item going in two different directions. It's impossible. Easy. It's a paradox. However, this happens on Earth every day. Every sunrise, every sunset, everywhere. If you are in the north, you see the sun move left to right diagonally. Every day at sunset when you're facing west, and every day at sunrise when you're facing east. The only answer people would give me is an attempt to move the people from where I said they are standing and facing. So please don't be dumb. I stated that the people in the north can only watch the sunset facing west and sunrise facing east. It's called reality. In the south, you see the sun moving right to left diagonally. Every day at sunset when you're facing west, and every day at sunrise when you're facing east. Again, do not move them. Please don't be dumb. I stated the people in the south can only watch sunset facing west and sunrise facing east, and again, that's called reality. Since two people looking in the same direction cannot watch the same item go in opposite directions, then we now know the shape of the Earth. Maybe not. Maybe the Earth is flat. If that's the case, it will start with somebody taking my $5,000. This is the official $5,000 prize offer. I, Jaron Campanella, promise to pay $5,000 to the person that completes the following challenge. Provide for me a map. It must be a flat map. Show two observers, one north and one south of the equator. Show a sun heading west far enough that it will set. As it sets, both observers must face west. Now show how those two observers could ever see that item move in opposite directions. Now, for those willing to think, I just showed you the shape of what we live on, because motion is not absolute. It consists of your position, your orientation, and your reference frame. Well, what I did was take something that happens every day, the sunset, and then I have fixed the position, orientation, and the reference frame. And it might take a little while for you to get the trick. The trick is that by locking the orientation, I made the observation impossible. However, it happens every single day. Those people who care about the truth will recognize that the only way to solve this challenge is to change your orientation by flipping one person upside down. So good luck with the challenge. Just know that when I was in Punta Arenas watching the sunset right to left facing west, people in New York were watching the same exact sun proven via TFE, set left to right as they faced west. Two people facing the same direction, seeing the same sun go in two different directions. It happens every day. Every person in South America will watch the sunset right to left tonight. Every person in North America will watch the sunset left to right tonight. So will the rest of both hemispheres. Your only answer is a feeble attempt to move the observers, but you can't. When I was down and watching the sunset, I was looking west, fact. You were at home in the north looking west, fact. The sun went in opposite directions. Don't you get it yet? One of us was upside down. Either you can figure that out on your own, or you cannot. Now I bet you believe in two suns. Well, that was also shown to be false in Antarctica when the sunspots matched the ones taken by people in the north, except, well, you guessed it, upside down. When you realize the challenge can't be solved, go the fuck outside. and realize it happens every day. The flat earth is impossible, shown every sunrise and sunset, which essentially means every moment of every day, the impossible is happening on flat earth. For someone will win my $5,000 prize. Good luck. All submissions go to me. If you can't show a way to break, if you can show a way to break the law of non-contradiction, be my guest. You need to show two people looking in the same direction on a flat surface, watching the same item, i.e. locked frame of reference, orientation, and position. Now break the law by showing the item that they're watching can go in two different directions. Of course, there is one shape that predicts exactly what we see, but we know it's not a sphere, right? So that's it. So that is the challenge. The challenge is that there's something that happens every single day, and it happens right now. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. It happens every moment of every day. The sun sets. For people in the north, they watch it go left to right. For people in the south, they watch it go right to left. If you don't understand that that's a paradox, it's a problem because it can never be explained on any flat surface. What we're asking you to do is impossible. How are you going to have two people who are both looking in the same direction, watching the same item, see it go in two different directions? It breaks the law of non-contradiction. So that's why the challenge is kind of unwinnable, but I'm open to anybody winning it. If you think you can break that law, I would love to see it, because otherwise you should admit that the flat earth cannot explain what we see every single day. So the flat earth is actually shown to be false with every sunrise and every sunset. Now, I didn't even mention, this also goes for the moon. This also goes for sunrise. This also goes for moonrise. It also goes for moonset. It also goes for sunset. It happens multiple times every day to everybody on Earth. And how we miss this one, I don't know. How do people in the South not know that the sun goes the wrong direction? So imagine, I'm in Punta Arenas, I'm watching the sunset. It's setting right to left, and people in New York are watching the same sun go left to right. Hopefully people understand that. That is the challenge. You're welcome to come up and use your 5 minutes to explain how that works on a flat world, or admit that, oh, Jaron, you found something. Remember Dave Weiss used to do the in this basket, and it's in both baskets. It's never is there any. Well, this one, guys, goes always in the globe basket and never in the flat earth basket. It's empty. It can't happen on a flat earth. It's impossible. Okay. I've tried it. Everyone's tried it. You cannot make two people facing the same direction. And you could do this at home. Think about it right now. Look at a wall in your house and picture somebody else is looking at the same wall, they're faced the same way you are. Now move something on that wall. Can you both see it go in opposite directions? No. Why? Because you're both looking the same direction. You're both looking at the exact same thing. So nothing can be different for one person or the other. Yet in reality, every day that happens. Two people are looking in the same direction, west, watching the sunset, and they watch it go in opposite directions. Why? Because one of us is upside down. It's the only answer that works. The only answer that works. So, it's which, yeah, exactly. Jaron, can you help all of us stupid flirts understand how the measurements of Michelson, Miller, Sagnac, and many others measured, how does that have anything to do with the Earth being flat? Why don't you go ask Michelson, Miller, and Sagnac if they thought the Earth was flat? Caleb, why don't you try that? Because I guess what? They're going to say no. They're going to say you're an idiot. They're going to say, hey, dumbass, no, the Earth's a sphere. It's proven every single day. Go do some observations. Go to the south. You don't just get to say, well, what about the measurements of Michelson Morley? Okay, we can worry about that after we all agree, like they agreed, that the Earth was a sphere. Okay, so you're trying to jump that and be like, oh, I guess when they're doing all these tests, they didn't notice the Earth was flat. They just missed that one. They just got all these other tests right. So I don't even need to address those unless you're ready to admit that the Earth's a sphere and give up on convincing people on TikTok that it's not. Sorry, we don't have the screen up. My bad. Anyway, anybody up here? No. And you're welcome to come on the show if you want. You have to back something up. But you got plenty to back up, don't you? I think so. I think you do. All right, let's bring this back over. All right, so if anybody has any questions on the challenge, maybe Caleb's going to win the $5,000. Caleb, oh wait, Caleb doesn't look in the sky. So again, and here's where people get confused. Everybody wants to say you don't look in the sky to prove the shape of the ground. Again, if there is something in the sky that doesn't jive with the map you're given, then you know the map is wrong. It's the same thing as if you were to get a map of your apartment complex and it shows a pool outside your house or outside your apartment. You're like, there's no pool there. You can take that map back and say, this map is incorrect. It's false. Cannot be correct because you have a pool outside my room and I don't have one. It's the same deal. A map has to jive with the known world. You can't have a map that doesn't jive. Guess what? The globe jives with every single piece of it. So again, now, is it weird that we live on a globe? Of course. It is weird. But that's neither here nor there. The evidence tells us the truth. What say you, Landry?
I say that
You don't care. You're over it.
I like, well, obviously a little bit, but I do like the passion, right? If people keep coming around, they all have a very
They do have passion.
strong opinion.
They do.
I feel as though, for me, man, I mean, I know Christianity is something you used to get into a lot, right?
Yep.
And I was thinking yesterday, because I was in this church where just a friend invited me, and there were some really, really great people, really kind people, but online I think we see the worst of the Christians. So it made me a little jaded, but I still kind of want to believe. I want to believe.
Yeah, I agree. I think that you want to believe in Christianity, you mean?
Yes.
Do you need Jesus to die for your sins?
I just want to be a part of something, and it seems like a great group to be a part of. It's so welcoming.
It is a welcoming group. It is a welcoming group until you say the Earth's not flat. Then it's not very welcoming anymore. Then those days are over. Hey, look, did you notice that the clock actually says the real time? How about that?
What do you mean?
Look at the clock on the screen. It actually shows the real time. It's pretty
As
impressive.
opposed to what?
I don't know. It usually just was a second hand going around in circles. Now
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't notice the upgrade. Yeah, it's really nice. What?
What did this person say? I just saw somebody say something. Jaron, I think we can test your and McToon's argument. Put Google Earth at 5 degrees south on June 21st. Yes, I did. It's and I think the easiest way to show it is by doing the Andrew Marsh model. Let's see if we can bring that up here. PD Earth. Well, nobody, guys, the link is on the top of the screen. tiny.cc/ back it up. That's the wrong one. I'll find it for you. I gotta find the AJ Marsh. No, is that his name? Dr. Andrew Marsh. Dr. Andrew Marsh. He's got some of the best models, but I want to show you this one. Which one is it? Oh shoot! Development software. This guy. I don't know which one it is. I'll find it in 1 second. Where's the one with the little?
Shut the.
What is that?
Oh my god! It's so annoying. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I can't find this one. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go. Watch this. So you guys can watch this real quick. It is. Oh shoot! It's gonna be. Hold on. Shoot. It's gonna be left side. I forgot that I have the other thing keyed out with chroma key. That's not gonna work. Let's go with that. Display capture. Yes, and left side automatic. Okay. All right. So this is what I want to show you here. Oh, let's get Landry off the screen. Nobody wants to see that. All right. So this is the model that will show you what I'm talking about is true. So we'll just take this and go all the way up here to the North Pole-ish. Let's go up here by Greenland. Okay, so now watch this map, and you'll see here that as we go to the date of, let's go to December, I'm sorry. Let's go to June 20th, 21st, right there. Okay, so that's about the solstice. Okay, so you'll notice that the sun stays above the whole time, and like I said, it will go around you left to right. Okay, so if we go here, time, you're going to notice that the sun goes around you, left to right, nice and easy, makes sense. Now, as we start dragging this down, watch what happens to the sky. Okay, so as we draw this down, you'll see that the sky just unfolds straight like that. No matter what, it's still going to go left to right, correct? Oops, it went too far. Okay, so we're now here. Now you'll notice that the sun is getting eclipsed by the Earth. So if we move the time again, it's still moving left to right. Okay, so if we look, we are east looking west, so you'll see that the sun is setting left to right. If we turn around and face east, the sun rises. Here it comes, rising left to right. Okay, so everything's left to right. Now, if we go even further down, we're going to notice that it starts folding again, still folding. We'll get to about there, same thing happens. It's going to rise left to right, as you see. If we turn around and watch it set, it sets left to right. As you can see, there it goes, and setting left to right. Okay, now the problem becomes, or it becomes a little interesting when you get to the equator, which is about right here-ish. Okay, now you've got a straight up and down. Okay, and if we look throughout the year, it just goes back and forth between those areas. So if you're in the equatorial zone, it's going to be a little bit harder to tell what direction that's going, right? It just looks straight up and down. It's hard to tell whether it's left or right or anything. But if we keep going, now we're in the south. Watch how the sky just unfolds. There it goes. So now everything folds the other way. Okay, meaning that now everything sets right to left. See, I'm sorry, this is rising. It's, where are we at here? We got to turn this way. I can't see the ground. Can't tell which way I'm looking. That's west. So we're going to go over here to watch it set. Move around. What is it? That's west. Come on. All right. So there's west and time. And you'll see that as it goes up and then it goes down there. Where are we at here? Oops. Why did this thing move? There, back to June 21st. All right. So you'll see here that we're in South America. We go all the way down to Punta Arenas. You'll notice now that, again, this is what we saw. And we saw this in December. So kind of like this. And that's what we saw in Punta Arenas. This was what was crazy, is we were looking south and the sun rose here way up high and then set right to left like that. Okay. And then when you're down there and you're looking this way and the sun just barely is under there for a little bit, this is when it's above the heads of people in Australia. Okay. But regardless, this is what I was telling Toon, is that it never changes. So even if you go to like 5 degrees north, let's see where that is. Does that tell me? It's 2 degrees. Is that what that says? Can't read that. It's far away. Yeah, there's 7 degrees. All right, so let's go to 5 degrees there in the north. And you said do it on June 21st. June 21st is about there. But you'll notice that still is the sun still going. Which way are we facing? Oh, I can never see that. That's facing east, or that's facing west. Right, so see how it's setting? It's still setting left to right. It's just going to be close, but that's left to right. And then if you look at how it rises, it's still going to rise left to right. See that? Left to right. It's just hard to see. If you're there, you wouldn't be able to notice that. You would, you just wouldn't be able to see it because the sun's not that exact that you'd be able to see that. But as soon as you move outside that zone, either this way or this way, it becomes patently obvious that this can only happen on a sphere. The Earth is symmetrical perfectly. Okay, I mean, I've shown before, if you go to like daylight hours at this one, nope, this one, yeah. I mean, again, this is just amazing. You look up here at like, let's go to June, let's go to December 21st, which is down here. But it doesn't matter the date. This happens anyway, anywhere. But watch, if I go to any latitude, let's go way down here. Okay, so look at over here. The daylight hours are 12:16. Watch as I move the longitude. It's just going to stay there. Look at the daylight hours. I mean, how perfect is the Earth that for everywhere on that same latitude is the same exact hours. So watch, as we move this down or up, let's go here, go latitude. No matter where we go on the Earth, let's go way up here. You notice the daylight hours are now 9:28, and it's the same all the way around. That just cannot happen on a flat Earth. It's over. Give it up. So here's another example. How about this one? So if we find, let's go to the summer solstice. I mean the winter solstice. Useful date, summer solstice. All right. So we're summer solstice. See how that says 1451? But let's go to longitude. This is 38. Let's go to 40. Okay. So at longitude 40, what's this time say? 1501, right? So that's on June 21st at 40 degrees. So now I'm going to do is I'm going to change. And what was it? 1501. So watch. I'm going to change this to negative 40. So now we're going to 40 degrees south. We jump down there, change the date from that to the winter solstice. Oops, useful dates. Winter solstice? To go to the other one. Summer solstice. Or is that the one? No, we got to go summer solstice. Where are we at? So here, summer solstice here. All right, so now we're at the summer solstice and look at the time. 1501. That's insanity. It's absolutely insanity. And then if we move the longitude, again, it stays the same, 1501. So that's the same everywhere on Earth, meaning I just randomly picked one. It doesn't matter where you pick. Let's go to negative 65 degrees south. And we're still on the December 21st. Look at the daylight hours, 22:02, right? So now if I go to 65 degrees north, take this out. Remember, it's 22:02. We're taking that out, and we're going to the other date, 22:02 here, and summer solstice. And it is 22:02. I mean, that's insanity. It's no matter where you're at, whether you're north, south, it matches, right? It just is the Earth is a symmetrical system. Doesn't matter what number you put in there. That tells you that the Earth cannot be flat. So let's go to, I'm going to go to 20 degrees. And we get 20 on June 21st is going to be 1320. So then if we go negative 20 on, what was it again? 1320 on the winter solstice, 1320 winter solstice. I keep doing that, but I changed size, so it's the other way, summer solstice. And it was supposed to be, there you go, 1320. So, and again, move the longitude and it stays the same. So these are the kind of things that you just can't, you're not going to be able to get around. Now you can go disprove this by all means. Go show that this is incorrect, just like you could show Google Earth is incorrect and the sun is setting the other way or something, but no one's ever done that, and I don't expect it to happen anytime soon. So what it means is that the Earth is symmetrical. The south is what we're taught. The south is the opposite of the north. the south works like the north does, meaning if everybody in the south started walking towards the south celestial pole, they would all run into each other at the south pole. How does that make any sense? Well, it's just like the north. So if the earth were flat, then it requires that one or the other is different. You can't have a north and the south identical. That's not how flat maps work. You have to have, they'd be much different. Whatever's the outside land is going to be more expansive. It can't be a mirror image of the first, but only a sphere can. So hopefully that makes sense. And we got nobody coming in again. Man, should we spin the wheel?
I think you should follow your heart, Jared.
I don't know what my
People just don't have the. I mean, this is what I've learned in this space, right? Is that
They don't have
people
the intellectual
avoid each
honesty.
other like the Holocaust.
They do what?
They avoid each other like the Holocaust. They avoid conflict. I mean, they get into it a little bit, like the
But what does, that have to do with
debates.
what does that have to do with the Holocaust?
Well, people avoid the Holocaust, do they not? They don't want to go there.
Yeah, we don't want to go there. I want to stay away from that as much as possible. All right, let's give it a spin. We'll see if there's something cool to talk about, shall we? Oh, shoot. No. I forgot. I kept getting in trouble with this song. Next week, fun deep dive. What?
Fun.
Here we go.
Deep dive prompts.
I have no idea what that means. We got to ask
What?
Austin Thompson what that means. I have no idea what it means. But I was going to say I need to change the song. We're not allowed to use that song. It gives me copyright. I don't know what that means. Fun deep dive prompts. That's kind of the point of the wheel. Is supposed to be the prompts. So I don't really get the whole point of that. But we got to change the song here. Let's go with something else in hip hop. How about bananas? All right, we're on bananas. All right, let's try again. Because nobody's coming up. Nobody wants to go. You know what we have to do next week, Landry? Let's open it up to TikTok. You want to?
Yes.
All right. Next week is going to be a TikTok combo stream. Tomorrow will also be a TikTok stream. Oh, by the way, if you want to support me, which I'm sure you don't at this point, I've kind of figured that much out. If you go to tiny.cc/53degrees, okay, you're going to get to this. Sorry about the color. Again, it's going to have blue transitioned out. Just don't worry about it. There we go. So that's called Getting Symmetrical. Hey, I got a $5 raise so far. One supporter. 317 days left, and help Jaron go symmetrical at 53 degrees. I'm going to be going to Punta Arenas in December 21st and Edmonton in June 21st. 53 degrees north, 53 degrees south to do exactly what I just talked about. I just talked about it here. If you want to read into it, get your information there and what we're looking for. And it is, all the totals are down here. Again, I do say here, I've already confirmed my participation with Josh, and that trip will happen regardless of funding. That said, since returning home from the final experiment, I no longer have YouTube income, and any support would make this significantly easier to accomplish. If you choose not to contribute, I completely understand and sincerely thank you for watching and engaging with my work. If you do choose to help, your support will go directly towards the following, and it's just a round trip to Edmonton, round trip to Punta Arenas. Edmonton's already been purchased. So is the lodging, which was $150 each for 3 nights. And then lodging in Punta Arenas, supplies for both trips, and food and basic necessities would total at $2,200. So in advance, I'd like to thank you. So that's it. If you want to help out with that trip, that'd be great. What the plan is to kind of, I have a list of everything we're going to be doing. It's up here. Can I scroll up? Hello? There we go. We're going to be filming the sunset and sunrise at the summer solstice in Edmonton at 53 degrees north and the winter solstice in Punta Arenas at 53 degrees south. We're going to be hand measuring 1 mile at both locations. We're going to be measuring 1 degree of longitude at both locations. We're going to be filming the sun with a solar filter to observe any change in angular size. We're going to be verifying daylight hours at both latitudes, capturing star trail time lapses in both hemispheres, and then measuring the angle to the pole star for celestial pole to confirm the latitude alignment. And then I think I can put that together into a nice documentary kind of piece to where I'm showing that the Earth is symmetrical, that the north 53 degrees south is identical to 53 degrees, 53 degrees north is identical to 53 degrees south, other than a inverted or a flipped sun. Because again, as I said already, the sun always goes right to left in the south and always goes left to right in the north. But we will show that and show that they are mere opposites. So if we lay them on top of each other, do like a overlay, you'll be able to see that they're at exactly the same angle. So I think that'll be good times. Great times. So again, that is tiny.cc/53 degrees. If you'd like to go there, I'll put a link in the chat that nobody will click on, but it's all right. Nobody cares.
Do you think the time slot is an issue at all?
Maybe, I don't know. I think anything.
I
on my
feel like
channel is
people,
an
when it
issue.
gets later in the night, they're drinking alcohol or they're getting, comfortable in their skin, whatever they're doing.
So you think we should
I
do it a
feel
little bit
like-
later?
I think it would be better.
Okay.
I feel, because when I think about it, like no matter what time of day it is right now, what time zone you're in, if it's 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., those are all times where you're probably not going to be like,
Ready to
calling
back
it
it
to
up?
work a regular job.
Yes.
Just an observation.
I like it. All right, nobody's up? Yep. All right, we're going to spin the wheel again. It is open. You can join the show, tiny.cc/backitup. Just come up with some claim, but back it up. Don't know what that is about. Sorry about the loud noise. I'll turn it down. No worries. Brenda. If you needed to what?
If you needed to rebuild civilization,
It's an interesting thought. Landry, everything goes down tomorrow. People die, and it's just you and a couple people left. How do you rebuild society?
First thing I do is I apologize that they're left with me, of all the people that they could have been stuck with.
Miss and I talked about it one time. We're like, if we were the only two left and we had to like explain things to people, we'd be like, all right, so we just need to light a fire. People are like, how do we do that? I'd be like, oh, we need a match. Well, what's that? Well, it's a stick with a red tip. Well, how do we make it? I have no idea. No clue. So I don't even need to start talking about microwaves and other shit. I don't know how it works. I don't know how a match works. So it's got like a little gunpowder at the top. What's gunpowder? Well, I don't know.
What is gunpowder?
I don't know.
Fuck.
Explosive powder?
Yeah, we don't know anything.
No, we don't know anything.
Nobody does.
I don't think, I know. And people think they're so smart. Like, we know the shape of the planet. We know the shape of the planet, but we don't know how a fucking match works. Does that make sense? No.
Is it just because everyone only knows how to do one thing?
Yeah.
There's one person who knows. Yeah, I know how to make gunpowder. I know what it is.
Yeah. Did you know that they say that nobody on Earth could make a cell phone?
By themselves?
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yep. Nobody. No, it's not even possible. That it takes all these different companies that all have specialized things that they do. No one person could go and, even if they collected all the pieces, put the phone together themselves. So
That's why the companies are smarter than the people, and we don't. I mean, that's the thing. People are always talking about human rights, but I mean, company rights. It makes more sense. They do more for us.
company rights.
Yeah, like the business rights, right? Where people often have a problem with companies being treated as though they're people, right?
Okay.
Or they're being protected as though they're people. You heard
Right.
about this?
Yes.
I think they should have rights.
Okay. What about AI? Should AI have rights?
It's gonna.
That's scary. I think. Did you see the new YouTube rules? Though they totally shut down on that stuff.
Dude, did you see that they're going to be able to scan your face to see every video you've ever been in?
Yep. And
if you press yes,
yeah, they can also do all kinds of crazy things now. They said that they can check whether or not you've got your script from ChatGPT. Even if you're speaking it, that they'll be able to use the speaking, and they'll be able to. They call it not original content or unoriginal content, and you'll get demonetized for it. So, I mean, I'm actually kind of happy that they're doing that, because I thought this AI slop that was coming, I was like, oh man, how do you compete with that? Well, at least they're getting rid of it. Also, if you don't mark that thing that says altered content, and then you make a video that has altered content in it, you'll get a strike for that as well. So I saw.
So how do you fix that? If you have to go back in time, or is it only going forward?
No, I think it'd be just going forward.
Nice.
Yes. Deep nuts are unstoppable.
Does
Wow.
music count?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, you can use that. That's original. I mean, at least you're telling it what to do or giving it some. All my stuff's original. My
The words are original, but it's like this. The sounds are obviously a mixture of the populace.
Have you ever heard? I don't think I've ever heard though 2 AI songs with the same beat. I don't think it's even possible.
Well, it's kind of like the law of numbers.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
what are the odds?
No, it'd be unlimited. I mean, it just shouldn't happen. It's kind of like a Bitcoin address. By the way, if you have Bitcoin, sorry, so no, crypto's not doing too well.
What's it at right now?
I don't want to look if it's below 70. I think it's probably below 70. Although it's probably a good time to buy. I mean, if you're smart. But I also am starting to think that after these Epstein papers, the files, I mean, I saw that. Did you see the whole Bitcoin thing that they were basically saying that they hired 3 of the Bitcoin developers and they're now under their umbrella? So it's all scam now. They can
Dude,
manipulate it.
come on, you were the Bitcoin guy.
Yeah, it's gone.
Bitcoin and Monero.
I didn't. Well, Monero might still be good, but Bitcoin now. I mean, if it's tainted, and what can you do?
Oh, man,
Now-
I feel like everything from 5 years ago is just so dirty now. It's all been like flipped
all
on its
dirty.
head.
It's all dirty.
Hey, somebody's here. That's a
All right.
crazy thing. Who knew?
Welcome, Twilight Sparkle. Nice name.
Very, very masculine name.
Very masculine. Maybe it's a girl. I hope it's a girl. All right, let's bring them on, and I will.
They can't do their devices aren't connected.
You got a device connect. You got to connect device. If you don't mind, it'd be great. All right, so rebuilding society. Hey, look at that. We got Healthy and Safe says he was the 33rd one to like the video. Thank you. It's very shilistic of you. I appreciate it. You know what I did today, though? I watched one of my old videos from Odyssey, and I wanted to cry. There were so many points in it that I was like so embarrassed to even watch it. So embarrassed.
Well, what's worse, to look back at that or like behavior? Like when I look back at when I was drunk debating McToon, I was like, oh God.
Well,
It's not even
I
the
didn't have
points
any
that
of
I was
those.
embarrassed by.
I didn't have any of those moments, but
Yeah.
I had a few choice moments in my YouTube history that I am not proud of. But telling Jesus to ask my D didn't go over very well.
Yeah, dude, don't do that, man. I mean,
I did it 10
jeez.
years ago. You don't ever get, like, at least when you don't pay for your house and you get evicted, it only lasts 7 years. But if you tell Jesus to ask your D, it's 10 years at least or more, probably for your whole life.
At least you didn't call Jesus the N-word.
I did not. Did somebody do that? Or Jesus Christ is my that song? One of the best ever. One of the best ever.
I don't know what's happening to Twilight Sparkle. Their internet's Twilight sparkling.
Twilight, you have to connect your devices. Can you do that?
I wish I could do it for you, Twilight.
Twilight. I mean, we could just listen to this all show if we want. That's all right by me. Here we go. You ready? Will you
Sorry,
dance
I
to
do
it?
not have a mic or camera connected right now. Why would you join?
I want to teach kids the Christian truth.
They said that in the
If you
private
want to
chat.
reach those kids on the street, then you gotta
Like, what-
do a
what would there
rap
be-
to a
what else would you be
hip-hop
doing here?
beat. So I
I don't know
gave
what
my
they're doing.
sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick.
All right,
My
well,
crew
that's fine.
is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
All right, we're back. Just want to make sure you got a little bit of that. So nobody wants to come on. I get it. I do. It seems.
Hey, if I do
that-
this face and then I leave the tab, does it freeze?
yes, I love it.
I was thinking if I leave, I should just keep a crazy face the whole time.
No, I do like you're an interested face, so I actually think you're there. Like, let me see. Do that. Yeah, and then now go. That's good.
good?
I'll think
Am I
you're-
good?
Yeah, I think.
All
you're-
right, see you later.
Sure, we couldn't do that in school. Just like leave and just leave that picture up there. Would have been great. So yeah, so it doesn't look like people want to come up. So back it up was the one of the worst ideas ever. Just
Well,
for
it was
those keeping track.
conflicted because there was two things at once, right? But I mean,
And we kind of went back and forth. We're gonna have to do some. Well, we'll try TikTok
people
and see. TikTok
only
might bring some
debate
people.
when they're agreed ahead of time. I think.
Well, no, I mean the TikTok seems to be working, so we'll go to TikTok next week.
Okay.
And the hard part will be how do you bring people from both ends up? That's going to be the tough part.
Don't take it to both ends.
No, stick to one. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll have to think about it because it's going to suck having to bring people up from TikTok side and then also people be waiting on the YouTube side.
I mean, nobody ever comes from YouTube, so if they come, we'll
Maybe
put them
just-
second place.
Maybe we'll just tell them to go over to TikTok and say, you suck, YouTube.
Yeah, we'll promote TikTok.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yep.
That's good. We'll do that. We'll just say YouTube is out. Now, YouTube can still watch it, but they just won't be able to jump on.
So, why do you think YouTube is dying the way it is? Just competition? It feels like it's dying.
Yeah, I mean, people want to be told how things are. People want to be, they don't want to hear people waffle about not being able to make matches, for example. That's nobody's desire is to hear somebody else say what they don't know. They want to hear people say what they do know, even if it's bullshit. If you say you believe in aliens, you know aliens exist, and you know that Nimrod was dug up from the Iraqi desert. People like that because it's you're saying something with authority, and then they're like, oh, that's this guy actually believes something, so they like to watch that. I don't know. I just noticed people don't like people in the middle. They don't want you in the middle. They want you on one side or the other. Like you either have to be a hardcore glober or you have to be a hardcore flat earther. You're not allowed in the middle.
So, like, what does life look like for somebody like that? Because you, I think, can kind of pull it off, right? You can be very convinced and determined, and not in the middle about a lot of things, but for many, maybe it's not many, but for me, for sure, I see both sides of many things, and it does make me a fence sitter. And it's not appealing. It's not even just in the online world; it's in the real world too.
Yeah, but that's not bad. But the problem is that's not going to get you viewers.
Well, but in the real world, it also makes me a lot of enemies because people are like, especially now with the protests, I'm kind of with the left people because I'm like, dude, I don't want this giant 9,000 person detention center here. It bums me out.
ICE,
yeah, the ICE thing, because it seems like it's just a gateway to. I
wanted to run some kids off the street the other day. They all left school here in my town, and they were like in the middle of the street.
Yeah, they're doing that a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's
get out of the street. What are you doing? How is affecting my drive down the street going to help you with ICE? Is going to be like, oh, now we're not coming into it anymore because Jaron got had to wait 10 minutes. It's just stupid. You're not doing anything. So,
all right, it's time to pick a side.
Okay,
what side are you going with politically? What side are you? Are you going right, left?
Middle.
I'm going right.
No, I don't care. I don't like politics at all. Look what's going on with Trump. I mean, Trump was such a joke.
Oh, you're right. Going left.
Well, Biden wouldn't have been any better. Neither would have. What happened to Biden? By the way,
you're right. Going right.
Where did Biden go? Did he die?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know where Trump is. I never see him anymore either.
Man, that
he used
guy.
to be every day. He'd be like saying something on the podium. No.
Epstein. I mean, nobody needs to know anything about that. It's old news, and then he's all over it. It's like, oh. But have you seen some of the crazy stuff coming out of that?
No.
There's 3 million documents, so it's going to take people a while to get through it. I've seen some crazy things. There's things in there. I mean, man, I saw some stuff that we had, like a guy in Mexico. One of our state people was down there and raped an 11-year-old girl, and then got her pregnant. And then they had an ex Navy SEAL step in for him and take his life sentence so that the guy didn't get. He had to these things are going on behind. I mean, it's like so crazy that these things go on and people don't know it. And they think that our government is trash. Straight up trash.
Just they're all on the same side though, so they'll protect each other.
Yes, absolutely. And it seems to be that they are into little kids.
That for me is that just when people are all out of things to do?
I don't have any idea. I can't. You have to be a depraved person, or maybe you were brought up that way. Only thing I can.
Isn't that the rule though? Like it's do unto others what has been done to you, like Tool says. So it's they very few people I imagine are just doing it if they've not had that actually happen to them.
I would think that's the case. I would hope that's the case. But like I said too, I don't. These people, just because everyone thinks because they worship Satan, it means Satan's real. But it doesn't even mean that, because again, like let's say George Bush was born into a family that says, hey, we worship Satan and we do these sacrifices to see if he gives us power. And then if they had a good year, then they would be like, hey, our sacrifice worked well. And they would do it again the next year. And if they had a bad year, they would do a bigger sacrifice the next year to see if they could get back on top. So all those things could be happening without Satan being real, right? You don't need it to be real. You just,
the darkness of Satan, I feel like, is real, absolutely. Right?
Yeah, evil's real. Evil's real for sure.
I mean, hell and heaven are both very real.
And depravity is real, and all these guys being sickos is real. What do you guys think about? I had to ask Landry, or I don't know what Landry thinks. How do you feel about those guys going around hunting pedos?
Pedo pogos?
I think that it's one of the best things that I've seen in a while. In fact, I wish I could do it, but I started asking ChatGPT about the legal ramifications, and she told me don't do it.
Okay, ChatGPT.
Yeah, I use a girl.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Yes. Actually, her name is Sammy. I named her.
Don't name your computer.
I had to. It's not my computer. She follows me everywhere. She's in my pocket. She's also on every PC. But yes, So if you guys don't know, there's these videos on Instagram, Facebook, I think even YouTube, of people that what they're doing is, and then we'll get their opinion, is they are going on like Grindr or those other apps, Tinder or whatever, and posing as a 12-year-old boy or 12-year-old girl, and then getting people to agree to meet them for sexual whatevers. And then these adults are showing up at the place where the guy's supposed to be. Hey, you're going to meet you at Walgreens at 3:00. And then at Walgreens at 3:00, they show up. And if that guy's there, then they slap him in the face a bunch of times. And if they're trying to lie about it, then they'll call the police. Now, I saw people complaining about it, saying, hey, don't hit those guys. And I'm like, what the F is going on? Why would you say that? Like, to me, I say hit those guys more. They should be eye gouged, kicked in the nuts. Like, you have to make sure that they never do that again. Now, people also say, oh, you can't do anything to them. They didn't actually do anything. Yes, they did. They showed up at 3:00 to rape a little child. So what do you mean they didn't do anything? Like, if I go to an undercover cop and I do a deal to kill my wife, it doesn't matter that the undercover cop is not a hitman. It doesn't matter. I should be arrested for that. I was planning on killing my wife.
Oh
So-
God! Somebody just clipped it.
Oh, I don't care. What are you gonna do? They clipped everything anyway. But the point is that I think that the decoys are fine, and I have no problem with it. And so I guess maybe I'm in the minority. We'll check the chat in a second. But I think that yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's funny. Athosis says that. He says people hunting pedos make great content, but I'm suspicious about some of them being pedos themselves. I know. Now, I would think that they would be smart enough not to be, because if they were, then they might get looked into. I think they have the right intentions, but some of their practices make. I didn't read that one. Prosecution. I haven't seen any hit the guy. Oh yeah, you should watch the guys. They punch the guys in the face, slap them, which I don't have a problem with. Now there's other
That's a
guys
good
that call
point,
the
though.
cops. Yeah, what's the point? What?
Sorry, I think it's a good point that he says that they could be it themselves, because I've noticed this phenomenon on the internet where people
Yes.
who scream the loudest about one thing are
Right. The people
often-
who hate the gays the most are gay.
yeah. That's a cliche version of it. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I'm on tapping this whole thing. I'm trying to see. Mirrored sunsets prove perspective at not curvature. Lacking the word west doesn't lack geometry. That makes no sense, dude. True Earth, why don't you come up here and explain why? He says mirrored sunsets prove perspective. No, they do not. They prove impossibilities. So if that was true, then you just need to come up and show us how that works. Jaron, you want to form a Ninja Turtle group? I do. Yes, are you down? I want to wear the pink. I'll wear the hot pink Ninja Turtle costume. If you don't mind. I like the hot pink. Kevin Venture Philippines in the house. Nice to see you. See here, pretending to be a kid is still a little creepy in and of itself. Yeah, I do agree with that, and that's kind of the problem with it. But I just see it as, if you're really doing it for the right reasons, you are protecting people. Thanks. If, like, for instance, if I went on there and posed as a 14, yeah, you could say that's creepy. But I'm also just trying to see if there's any adult males that would be willing to meet a 14-year-old boy. If they are, then they need to be slapped in the face. That's just, like, how do you get them to not do that? Other than to make them remember that next time they think about it. Like, oh, it could be another adult doing this. It's not they're obviously so brave to be like, oh, I'll just go meet this kid somewhere and have sex with them or blow them or whatever. I just think it's disgusting. And I think that the more that we get to know who those people are in society, the better. So if there's another way to figure out who that is in society, because otherwise what that tells us is that does go on behind the scenes. Clearly it's very easy for a 14-year-old boy to get on one of those apps and pretend to be of age. And if they start seeking it out and there's men out there that want that, then those meetings are happening. And that's the most wrong I can ever imagine anything, really. You are really hurting that person's life. I mean, you're destroying their life. You're basically creating a trauma-based mind control situation to where, or what do they call it when they, split personalities, all that. Anyway, I'm all for it. I know some people are against it, but I'm all for it. And I know somebody said that they didn't ever see anybody hit somebody, so I'll show you if we have to do that. But Landry, what's your thought on it? Should we just leave it to the cops? Oh, he's not here. He fooled me. Damn it, you got it. We say so many kitty touchers these days. Oh, it's so. I mean, what do you guys think about it? Is our government filled with nothing but kid touchers? I mean, there's stuff in the Epstein files about them eating babies. I mean, what's going on? I also think that it's okay to I don't even know. I don't want to say. I'll go too far if I say those things. But I think that what was that? We got. Oh, the Department of Justice was created to hide high crimes and treason. Law enforcement is compromised. I like healthy and safe. I do think that is the problem, that we are learning that again, in the Epstein files is the CIA communicating with Mexico, saying that one of our state people was caught with an 11-year-old, had impregnated her, and that they're doing all these dealings behind closed doors about putting other people into jail for life because of it. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Trying to see if there's a better place to find this thing. Well, it does say these guys got arrested for it. I never really searched just on Google. I do see somebody got arrested for it. But anyway, I was just going to show you if I could find it, but I'm not going to look like crazy. I'll just try one other place. Let's see if. And then I saw. Now I don't know what the truth is about. Did Jay-Z? Are you still there? Or are you not? Now you really confused me. Does everybody know? Did Jay-Z close down all of his social media accounts, or is that somebody just talking shit? Anybody know that? Let me know in the chat. I'm just checking one thing. Let's see if this comes up like this. If not, see what this is here. Does that really get hit? No. I'm not going to find it right now. Anyway, you can find it on Facebook and stuff like that. But they just basically are slapping the guy around, knocking him in the face, maybe hit him with a pumpkin, maybe punch him in the face. Again, I don't have a problem with it. And I know it sounds like vigilante justice, but if the police aren't doing things like that, then somebody needs to. Because how else do you catch pedophiles? Besides pretend to be a child and see if these men... Because I'll tell you what, if you're not a pedophile, there's no way in any shape or form you end up in that situation. Zero. Right? Anybody that's an adult that respects and has any morals at all, if you got a text message from a 14-year-old, you say, hey, how old are you? 14. You would immediately delete that text message and that number immediately. So there's no chance that you start making a deal of when you're going to meet them. And then these guys are just such bullshit too. They'll get there and they'll be like, oh, I was meeting them to tell them that they shouldn't do this. No, you weren't. Stop lying. Stop lying.
So you think it'd be good content to go around asking people? Because I think it's pretty interesting to ask people about what they think.
Yeah, about Epstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I don't know who has a worse reputation.
Oh boy. Great, now I'm going to be on I'm on the search results. It just said you can't search that. Child sexual abuse is illegal. I know that. I don't want to.
Oh no, dude.
That's not what I was doing. I swear, that's not what I was searching.
I'm going to go ahead and resign from my position here at Jeranism Studios.
You probably should at this point. I don't see any here. Headhunter. This is one. No, I don't see any points. So I don't want to look at that right now. All right. Well, there is plenty of it to find. So is nobody going to come up for this whole show? This is embarrassing. Occasionally the police show up and don't care. Yeah, well, again, here's the thing. I'm not even looking for them to be arrested because I'm not even sure if that is something that should be arrested. They should be arrested for. Like, well, I'm not sure if it's something that you can arrest somebody for. It was a decoy. But I do think that that's why I'm saying that if you show up and those guys are there and you just slap them a bunch in the face, they're not going to themselves call the police on you because they're the ones doing the pedo activity. So they're basically going to let you hit them in the face a bunch of times, and that's going to teach them never to do that. I've never done something in my life and then had grown men show up and slap me 15 times in the face. If that happened, I would probably think twice about doing the thing again. That's just the way it goes. So you're going to be like, nah, probably not the best idea. And again, they're going to think twice, 3 times, 4 times about ever doing it again. So that's what I'm saying is it's kind of a prevention. And then also you're pointing out the people that are pedos. So if that person lives next door to you, that person lives down the street from you, now you know what's up, right? Whereas you wouldn't have known otherwise. So that's all I'm saying. I don't know. Why is it so hard to search things on freaking Instagram?
Instagram confuses me to no end.
I don't get it. Let's see here. What's this? I don't know. Can't find it. No, not gonna be able to. I'm shutting it down. You got 33 likes. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna close that now. Good. So, all right. Well, we're doing well. Wood chipper. Okay. Now this person's talking my language. That's what I'm talking about. They really don't need to be around. Now, again, I didn't want to say that earlier because it's probably frowned upon. But who's whale panties? This is 15 grown men slapping me. Yes, please. Oh boy. Here we go. Mandatory face tattoos on all. Yes. Now we're talking. I like it. Wood chipper and mandatory face tattoos. These pedos keep doing it over and over and over after getting arrested, though. That's true. I guess they do. So you think that getting slapped in the face isn't going to change anything? Well, then you got a point now. Now you got a point that maybe it's not doing anything. Maybe it's just another day in the park for them. Maybe they get off on it. They're like, oh, I got to slap me some more, Henry. You just made the list. If I do that, then I'm going to get clipped and put onto Whatcaster's show. I don't want to do that. I already tried that. It doesn't have lips, and then I got put onto the soundboard. Well, the face tattoo will be pointless if we Use the wood chipper. Yeah, I would. Let's skip the face tattoo if the wood chipper's in play because we're going to waste some money that way, I think. Hot wives, obedient children, and heal thy food. I missed that one. Would that make me a bottom, Megan? Well, geez, this has gone south. This has gone south. Do we need to check in with anybody on the soundboard? Enrique's here. He doesn't like Landry though. I don't think. Enrique, do you have issues with Landry? Are you there? I don't see him now. He's gone. Do you have any issues with Landry at all?
A flat earther once told me, research it. I did. They were wrong.
Thank you for that. That's had nothing to do with my point, but that's right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And we've got the great and powerful NBA Jam announcer too. He's always here. He's always here to talk about flat Earth.
He's heating up on a live stream with zero evidence.
Right. Exactly. And does he have anything to say about Landry? We should put something on here with Landry. We don't have it. I like this part. Though.
Okay, this is why the R word is needed.
Right. I do agree with that. What is this? Hot garbage. Okay, good. So nobody's coming up. Again, it's on the screen. Tiny. Look at the clock's been stuck at 4:58 the entire time. We had one person come and they left because they couldn't get their stuff to work. So we are just here for, what time is it? Another 50 minutes. Should we spin the wheel? Give it a spin. So we've got nothing else going on. This is one of the better shows on YouTube if you didn't know. I've actually, no, don't say anything. Don't say anything. We use Wheel of Names. It is free, by the way, if you want to use it. Go right ahead. Wheel of Names. Let's back this one off. Let's give it another spin. Is it on the right sound now? It should be this. Here we go.
Power of manifestation.
Ah, the power of manifestation. Do you manifest at all, Landry?
You know, I've been known to be too optimistic about things that don't, work out. So yeah, I try. I mean, I don't do it like where I sit in front of a mirror, but
you should. Let me give you something you should do. Grab a expo marker. You know what are they called? Dry erase.
Yep. And
write on the bathroom mirror where you brush your teeth. Write something incredible will happen to me today. And say it the entire time you brush your teeth. I just had started doing that within 4 days. That's when those two people bought. That's when the guy bought the 2 pinball machines.
Shit.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I do think there's power in manifestation and speaking your intent. You can never have something happen to you unless you're, it'd be like expecting the mirror to smile back at you before you smile, right? Can't happen. The universe cannot do that. So you have to be the one inviting the things to happen in your life, in my opinion. So again, in the science crowd, they're going to think that's all hooby-jooby, bubbly jubblies, but it's not. It really isn't. It is. It's just opening up. I think the book The Secret made the mistake of telling people they could write themselves a check and put it on the wall, and that magically money would come to them. But the real point of that is if you write that check and you start thinking money-wise and you start doing things throughout the day, you can actually do things that generate that money. But I do think it puts you in the right mindset. I've told the story before about write down the top 10 things that you want to change in your life, then choose the top 3, and then change them to positive statements. So don't ever say, I'm going to do this, or it has to be, I do this, I do that. I wake up on time. I start my show on time. I spend an hour with my wife every day, whatever it is. And then if you repeat those over and over again while you brush your teeth, they usually start to be worked out. So I would try that. Hey, hello, dudes, dudettes. What's up, Max? Hopefully you're well. Max, did you see I did a challenge trying to get people to tell me how it works with the... what happened to that one guy who said he understood it? He's like, oh, I actually know what it is. You don't understand. It's a perspective thing, even though it's completely not. Again, you can't have 2 people looking in the same direction, see the same item, go in 2 different directions, except for that happens every single day, every moment of every day. So how is that possible? Well, it's because you can take the orientation and flip them upside down. When you do that, it's all answered. the sphere, the geometry of the sphere fixes that issue. If you're not on a sphere, then it is a paradox. It is impossible. It is a breaking of the law of non-contradiction, right? Because if two people are facing the same direction, then they both see the same, what do you want to call it, orientation. They're both oriented the same. They both have the same frame of reference. So if they see an item moving left to right, it has to go left to right. It can't all of a sudden go right to left for the other person, or else they're not looking in the same direction. So that's why the challenge is really difficult and probably cannot be completed. But my hope is any flat earther should see that challenge, and if they read it close enough, realize, oh shit, we're on a sphere. Because otherwise, no sunset or sunrise can be explained on flat Earth. You're seeing the same sun go in two different directions. Right now, the sun is setting for someone in the south, right to left, but the person in the north is watching the same sun set left to right. So that's two people looking the same direction at the same item, and it's going in two different directions. That's impossible unless the orientation is correct. Let's see what everybody has got to say about that. Hit the like button. Please do that. I appreciate it. Boomerist is on here. He always comes in and just complains in the chat the whole time. He won't come on the show. I don't know why. If he's got something to say, let's see what he says here. Same frame doesn't fix direction without a shared reference. No, I said there's shared reference. So I already said that. Left, right depends on observer orientation. Yeah, I fixed the orientation. Wake up, Boomerist. Wake up. Motion isn't ontology. And I don't know what that says. Ling? Do you read that word? And Ling doesn't rescue a missing geometry. That makes no sense, dude. Why don't you come up here and actually speak English where you actually get held accountable for garbage nonsense like that? You just repeated what I said. You said same frame doesn't fix direction without a shared reference. They have the shared reference. Left and right depends on observer orientation. That's why I fixed it. That's how the flat Earth works. If people are watching the sunset from a flat Earth, they're both looking west. So that means that their orientation is fixed. They're looking west. Motion isn't ontology, and doesn't, I don't know what the hell that was saying. They're not in the same frame. What are you talking about? I don't know what that is. I can't read that. But you're not making sense. Why don't you come up here and explain it, please? Can you do that? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Somebody told me, put on your glasses. That's probably easier than just struggling to read things. How does a fallen angel recognize just, I can't read these things. ICS? Let me look over here. That's probably what I need to do. Boomerist, you can come in, look at the top of the screen. It says tiny.cc/back it up. Come on in. You get 5 minutes to tell us whatever you want. You can explain how the sun does something impossible every day. So do you recognize that the sun does something impossible every single day on the flat Earth, which is it moves in two different directions for two people facing the same direction. And that's why I locked the orientation, because if you allow the orientation to flip, then you just flip the person upside down and you just took care of all your problems. But by getting rid of that, then you're done. Orientation alone doesn't equal the same frame without shared ground geometry and reference axes. Yeah, we already did that. Left and right claims are meaningless. No, they're not. Not when you fix. Dude, if two people are looking the same direction, left and right becomes absolute. Do you understand?
For fuck's sake, you're dumber than shit.
It shouldn't take this much for you to get this. You can't just keep repeating the same thing when you get shown to be incorrect. If two people are facing the same direction, left and right are absolute, my friend. They cannot be different. They're facing the same direction. It's that easy. Yeah, and spamming the check doesn't do anything. I don't see Boomerist. Well, then he blocked you or you blocked him, one or the other. He's in there. Locking orientation doesn't lock geometry. The observers can face the sun, a compass bearing, yet have opposite local frames on a curved surface. No, what is this guy talking about? No impossibility shown. What are you talking about, dude? You cannot have two people, one north and one south, looking in the same direction, west, to see the sun moving in a direction, and they both see opposite directions. If you think that that's possible, well, I hate to tell you that is one of these.
Okay, this is why the R word is needed.
For sure. This is why we need to get rid of all flat earthers. They are, listen.
And there it is.
Oh, no.
The sun is just circling their head day after day after day.
No.
This is not good news for flat Earth. Wait, they say it doesn't matter.
Oh.
They reject the falsification.
Okay.
It was fake too. Possibly a plasma laser ball.
Could
it
be.
doesn't matter anyway, but they faked it in an Amazon studio.
Right, doesn't
Nothing
matter,
burger.
Nothing
Water
burger.
is level.
Guy sounds like Boomerus. Just saying a bunch of words together. There's prices to kick someone, go on a second time, etc. Yeah, well, nobody's going on anyway, so obviously it doesn't matter. We can't get a person on the stage, let alone somebody to pay for to kick them off. You gotta take baby steps, I guess. It's like looking at an upside down smiley face. Yeah, but everybody sees the same. You're missing the point. You can just do this yourself. Take yourself and your partner and look at the same wall. Okay, now you're both facing the same direction, period. End of story. So left and right are the same. So if an item is moving across the wall, right to left, you both see it go right to left. It's impossible to magically make the person next to you see it do something else. And that's what happens on the earth every day. Right now, somebody's watching the sun in the south go right to left, and somebody's watching it in the north go left to right. They're both facing the same direction. Wake the fucka uppa. Please. 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 Okay, because Boomerist, you're just all over you're just like,
not even close.
Yes. Jaron, we can't see the prices to get them on the show, just the other. Wait, Jaron, we can't see the price to get on the show. No, you just join. tiny.cc/back. It doesn't cost money to join the show. You just jump on, you get the 5-minute clock, you start counting that down, and then if people want to pay to get you rid of you, they can do that. Or if they want to pay, if you want to come back, you can do that. But no, it's free. Anybody can do tiny.cc/back it up and come on right now. Here we go with Boomerist again. This guy, he's not even listening. He's not worth listening to. That wall example assumes a flat shared surface. Correct. Earth isn't that. Oh, it's not a flat shared surface? Please explain. Different hemispheres have different local frames on the same. Let me look over here. I can't see that. Same motion. What? I lost where you were. Boomer is, yeah, must be. He's just not getting it. And again, I don't expect him to. Why don't I see? Oh, that's funny. I don't see Boomer either in my chat. I only see him in the on the screen. He's not in my chat though. Oh, we had a poll. Let's look at the poll. Did anybody answer that? Rate Jaren on 1 to 10. Was I a 0.33? Was I a 3, a 7, or a 10? 59% said 10, and I'm happier than I've ever been. Let's see if he's in here now. Boomerist, there he is. He says, that wall example assumes a flat shared surface. Earth isn't that. Different hemispheres have different local frames. What the hell is that? So the same motion can appear reversed without contradiction. Yeah, right. Then show it. Dude, you can win $5,000. Did you not see the challenge? It's a $5,000 challenge to show what you just said. Show it. Give me a map. It just needs to be a flat map. Do you want to hear the exact words again? Let me give you the challenge again. Listen carefully. It is. This is an official $5,000 prize offer. I, Jaren Campanella, promise to pay $5,000 to the person that completes the following challenge. Provide for me a map. It must be a flat map. Show 2 observers, one north and one south of the equator. Show a sun heading west far enough that it will set. As it sets, both observers must face west. Now show how those 2 observers could ever see that item move in opposite directions. And you just said it's easy. You said different hemispheres, the north and the south, have different local frames. The dumbest thing I've ever heard. Can we get a soundbite on that? At least something? Come on. At least, I know it's not the R word again, but, what's this one?
When you get dunked on like that, you really ought to consider retirement.
Yeah, that's the real guy. That was the real guy. Yeah, I think we might just get rid of him. He's not making any sense. He's not, again, different hemispheres have different local frames. I mean, just so stupid. So the same motion can appear reversed without, it's impossible. What you're saying is breaking the law of non-contradiction. They're both in the same frame. They're both looking in the same direction. So you want us to change the frame of reference? What do you mean? What do you want us to do? Flip them upside down? Good one. Your challenge sneaks in the answer. A flat map on a curved surface. West is local. 2 observers can face west, yet have reversed left-right. Yes, exactly. You got it. So you just get, so you're right. It works on a sphere. On a curved surface, the earth is curved. West is local. 2 observers can face west and have reversed left-right. Yeah, no shit. That happens all the time. That happens every day, every sunset, every time. You're not getting this? So you just proved the globe. Now show how that works on a flat earth. And then you can't, and you're not smart enough to realize that means where we live. That's it. You figured it out. West is local. I don't really know what he means by that. West is local. I mean, on a sphere, west is the same direction for everybody, so I don't know really what he's saying. Flat earthers always talking in circles. Imagine that. There are no hemis on a flat, right? It's just, well, north and south. Yeah, I wouldn't call them hemispheres. They don't make much sense that way. They're not in the same frame just because they face west. Local frames differ on a curved surface. What? What is that word you keep using there? LNC isn't violated. LNC. Oh, the law of non-contradiction isn't violated. Your premise is. No, it's not. It is violated immediately. You have no way of explaining it. If what you're saying is true, then you would come on the show and win $5,000. Do you understand that? But you're choosing to stay in the chat and make a bunch of nonsense claims because you know that you never have to come up and never have to answer for them. So it's real easy to sit in the chat and just say words. I can say that. You can sit in the chat and say, well, actually, the frame of reference that you don't understand is the inverted. You don't understand hemispheres, Jaron. You don't get it. You're using the flat wall example. That doesn't pertain to this particular instance because on a flat Earth, two people could be in different frames of reference and they both see it going opposite directions. Easy solved. Anybody can do that, dude. It's not impressive. Come on the stage and say, here is how it works. But you can't. You're proving the opposite. On a flat surface, west is global and left-right must match. What? Only curvature makes west at low. That's just, you're so wrong. It's like, how do you be so wrong? I don't understand how you can be so wrong.
Rim shot,
yes.
And not the funny kind.
Right. Does talking about fallen angels bother you? No. Should we talk about fallen angels? Which fallen angels would you like to talk about? I don't believe that there's fallen angels, if that's what you mean, but I don't think doesn't scare me to talk about it. So go right ahead.
Like my wife always says, not tonight.
Right. You're just asserting it on a flat. There is one global frame, no curvature, no local west. I don't know what you're talking about, local west. On a flat Earth, west is west. And if two people are in the north and the south, they're still looking in the same direction, west. That's what happens every day. Right now, let's go to when I was in Punta Arenas. When I was in Punta Arenas, I watched the sunset right to left from the south. You guys in the north watch the same sun go left to right. Now, you have to explain how that works on any flat map, and you never can. Now, just because you can say words doesn't prove that you can do it on a map, doesn't prove you can show it, which is the requirement. If you can't show it, then you don't live where you think you live. You understand? It has to jive with the sky. Flat Earth does not jive with the sun. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Rejected, just like basic science.
Right. What? That's the point on a flat surface. West, I don't even know what that means. Deflecting to phonomes? Don't know what that is either. How would you recognize a fallen angel? I don't know. Are they one of us? Do they manifest into humans? I don't think that is the case. And I've never really understood the fallen angels anyway, because aren't they supposed to be giants? And then they had sex with the women? Must not have been very exciting for them. Second shark fact of the day. Oh, I want to get one of those. Extracts from shark gallbladders are used to treat acne. All right. I like it. That's the point. You can't explain opposite sunset motion on a flat map. Right. Only a curved surface allows west to be local and reverse left right. No. What? You don't understand what you said. Only a curved surface allows west to be local. The curved earth does not allow west to be local. West is west. Period. What are you talking about? West is west. It's not local because it's a curve. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, on a flat earth, it's not local, but on a globe, it's local because you flipped them upside. What are you talking about? But I'm glad that you finally admitted that the model can't show how the sky behaves. Wait, exactly. If a model can't show how the sky behaves, it's not describing reality. Correct. Flat maps can't account for the opposite sunset motion. Curvature does. Clearly. What the fuck is going on? Did something happen to Boomer? Does anybody see what he just said? Exactly. If a model can't show how the sky behaves, it's not describing reality. Correct. Flat maps can't account for opposite sunset motion. Right. Curvature does. Cleanly. Correct. Everybody, can we give him a round of applause, please? Round of applause for thank you. Thank you very much, Doctors. Appreciate that. Thank you. I think the real Jaren is dead. Well, you'd be wrong about that. I am the real Jaren. I don't know what I need to do to prove it to you. You want me to get naked? I'll get naked right now and prove it to me. That won't prove anything. Never mind. That probably won't work. so it's still funny that 23 species of sharks can indeed get a. Gotta read it over here. Too small on the screen. Boomers, nothing happened. You just circling the point. A model that can't show opposite sunset motion exists. Flat models can't. That's what? You're just circling the point. A model that can show opposite sunset motion exists. Right. Curvature model. Correct. Flat models can't. Correct. That's the difference. Correct. Anybody else confused what's going on? What happened here? Did I convince him somehow, or has he just always been on the same team and I haven't been paying attention? Boomer Asaurus, are you a flat earther or a globe believer? Answer me that, please. Nobody needs theatrics. The point is simple. Great. Opposite sunset motion is explained by a local west on a curve. There's no local west. Stop saying that. There's no local west. The person in Punta Arenas and the person in New York City are both looking west. It's not local. They're looking west. Very easy. Very easy. Nothing Boomer says is intelligible. Great. At least you see that. His bot brain glitched. I know it like flipped sides or something. There is no flat model. Good grief. There is not. Does not work. Correct. A curved surface model explains opposite sunset motion. Flat models cannot show it. That's the entire difference. Nothing circular, just geometry. What the hell's going on? The bot broke. Anybody notice that? The bot broke. Local west just means west is defined by your position on a curved surface, not on a global. Yes, it is. West is west, dude. It has nothing to do with the curved surface. West is the same direction in the sky. When the sun is setting, that's west. So what are you talking about? It does nothing. Because you flipped upside down doesn't change where west is. West is the direction that the sun is setting. Doesn't matter if you're upside down, right side out, inside out. Doesn't matter. West is west. Jeez. It's getting looking west is simple only on a flat plane. What? On a curved surface, west is defined locally by position. No, it's not. What are you talking about, dude? Wow. Hey, Dave Sanchez is here. Dave, welcome to the show. You get the co-host seat because I don't know where Landry fucking went. He gives up sometimes.
Right.
What's up?
Yeah. I was gonna call in like an hour ago, but I had to drive. I found a spot.
Not hearing you too well. Can you speak up a little?
One second.
Just a little bit hard to hear, but that's right. This challenge isn't about truth. No, it's about you realizing the truth.
Hey, you hear me better now?
Sorry. Huh? This challenge isn't about truth, observation, or honest inquiry. It is, because guess what? If you pay attention to it, Truth Earth Whisperer, you don't understand that if you can't explain how it works, then we don't live on a flat Earth. That's the point of it. And if we do live on a flat Earth, then somebody will be able to explain it and they'll win the $5,000. That's how easy it is. So it is about honest inquiry. It's about me trying to light a fire under your stupid asses because you guys don't think there's any work to do. I don't see anything coming out of the flat Earth camp at all. Zero. Nobody's doing a fucking thing. So I've offered you $5,000. Now go and figure out whether or not you can make it work. If you can't make it work, then figure out what that means. Figure out what it means if there's one model that explains what we see and one model that can never explain what we see. Why would you stick to that model? You guys have lost your minds.
Damn straight. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I hear you better.
Awesome. It seems like we have an exclusive proof now. You were talking about like the basket thing.
Right.
The 24-hour sun is an exclusive proof, and so is this the north sun going from left to right and the south going from right to left at all times, creating a paradox, and they're not able to create a model in which that works for them. Right. So dude, we have exclusive proofs.
Yeah.
What's the problem? The problem is people have a religious dogmatic belief.
Yep.
That's the problem.
And egos.
Yeah. So they refuse to do it. I wanted to make a claim since it's called Back It Up.
Please do. I'll start your clock. Go ahead. Make a claim. Let's do it.
So I think that vestigiality and retroviruses are the only proof that you need to prove evolution. Vestigiality is when you have organisms that have like a bone or basically a bone or some kind of thing within them that doesn't actually have any practical use whatsoever.
Right.
So from a creationist standpoint, why would a god or a creator make an animal with a bone that it never uses? It's not practical. The only way it makes sense is if that was from its previous form, and then it used to actually have practical use, but it's evolved away from it, and it still has it like left over.
So you mean like humans have a tailbone, which used to be a tail? I mean, are you talking about like when humans have what used to be a tail?
Oh yeah, I think that's one too. Yeah, and I know whales have a pelvis. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. If you look it up, there's so many different animals, and humans have like multiple things, like 5, 6, 7 things.
So they say, but we just might not know what they're used for. Like, you know, they take out your appendix and they say you don't need it, but we don't know what it's for. Right? I mean, I don't know if there's a reason for it, but I think they say there's not, but which is part of evolution, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, if you could live without it, like completely, and it doesn't actually benefit you in any way whatsoever.
Well, they might not.
I don't understand why a creator would make you with it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if they. Well, it might have been see. I kind of believe in adaptation, and I don't know if that would be considered that, but clearly not losing a tail wouldn't be. I guess my biggest problem still with evolution just comes down to if to believe that like a fish got out of the water. To me, again, they talk about it on such long time scales, so I don't really get the idea that a fish would start to want to get out of water, and then they would start to grow a bone at her feet, and then that would take so many different generations and then each time they're trying to grow feet. But
I know, dude, it sounds so crazy. But
sounds crazy, but
that's the thing with evolution. Infinite time allows basically infinite possibilities.
Yeah,
and the Big Bang is like the same thing with how we came here, how we became life on Earth.
But I think 67 million years is not really infinite time. I mean, it's a long time.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, since the dinosaurs. I mean, that means that we came from like a squirrel to humans in 67 million years.
Yeah, like a mole or something, right?
Yeah, which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I know that we don't understand what 67 million years is, but to me, like if you asked me how long would it take for monkeys to build airplanes and fly them, I don't think there's a number to that. That's not them. That's not. I don't think that they'll like figure it out or like evolve in 100,000 years to now they're building airplanes. And even though we're helping them with language and giving them sign language and things like that, they're not going to. I think it's just a different. That's why I tend to think that maybe animal evolution is legit, but not like human evolution from animal. I don't know. It just seems weird to me that we would have this consciousness. We would develop this brain that's able to do all these things that no other animal can really do.
Right. No, that is incredible. Yeah, that is incredible. But the retroviruses prove that we have a common ancestor. So the only way, like how you're saying, like the whole there was someone who intervened that got us to become this new like Homo sapiens species that we are, and we're so advanced. They would still have had to do it through
evolution.
From a chimpanzee that was still like a human, and then make us, because the retroviruses have identical matches.
Yeah,
completely identical.
No, my theory doesn't work
back
in
to a
this
common
anyway.
ancestor.
Yeah, my theory doesn't work in that department anyway, because who would give us whoever made us, say they fused the chromosomes, whatever. What is that person? So that has to be evolved. Right. Whatever's above us, right? The further developed human or whatever it would be. So I don't know. That's my thing, is that I just have but I'm getting closer on it.
I just think those two proofs are the only thing you need. Like the vestigiality and the retroviruses, those are the equivalent proofs of the 24-hour sun and the left to right and right to left sun that you talk about for globe Earth.
Well,
we have the same thing. It's an exclusive proof. It's two exclusive proofs that can't work under a creation model.
So you're saying, like, when you talk about the vestibular whatever, so then we just have to agree that tailbone was formerly a tail, which it may not have been. We don't know that, right? I mean, it's just they're saying, oh, this is where the tail comes out, and it just so happens we don't have a tail. But maybe that's part of the design. I don't know. Just saying, it's a tough one. But I think that I do think that I kind of have you ever thought about the Sumerian texts that talked about Enki and Ankle and all these guys, and they
Enki and Enlil, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that story seems to have lasted quite a long time, and it started before the Bible, and it I don't know, to me there's something to it that rings true. It seems like we're here as some sort of harvesting, or that they're trying to, I don't know. It gets kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the whole acquiring the gold thing. 'Cause they
Yeah.
have to bring the gold back to their planet to shield their atmosphere from their sun or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
Yeah, I used to believe all that stuff before flat Earth.
yeah, I guess I used to too. I wouldn't say I do now, but I'd say I'm open to some of that stuff because, especially now that I know the Earth's a planet, now that stuff kind of comes back into play a little bit, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas before I didn't.
Yeah, and
really
if moon landings are true, then no, you can actually go out there.
right, and the moon
Like, we
landings.
do have a frontier that's just waiting for us.
You know what I learned?
That's crazy.
I learned, yeah, it's crazy. I learned this though, that the reason why people hate the moon landing so much is because of Christianity. Is because you can't be a Christian and believe in the moon landing, or else you have to believe that God got pissed when they built a tower, but he let them go to the moon.
Right. No, that's true.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
impossible to believe
Major
that. So-
contradiction.
Major. So it means that
Right.
if you're a Christian, you probably don't believe in the moon landing no matter what. Just like you don't believe that the earth can be a sphere no matter what, because
Right.
the Bible says it's flat. So
Yeah, dude, there's so many verses for flat Earth rather than globe Earth.
Yeah.
People, the one they use the most is, oh, the Earth hangs on nothing. That's just because back then people used to think that like they were on a turtle's back or
Yeah.
something. So all they're basically saying is, dude, you're not on a turtle's back, or we're just on a flat Earth that has pillars. And what are the pillars upon? Nothing. That's all it's saying.
Right, exactly.
But they still believed it was flat.
yeah, for sure. The people who wrote the Bible
Yeah.
definitely. I would be tripping out if it ever said the sphere in there. Then I'd be tripping out.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
yeah.
how the hell did that happen?
That'd be a good divine proof that, oh, these prophets actually were speaking.
It would be. It would be very
Because-
important. Yeah. Or like
yeah,
if
and they
Jesus,
don't have that. That's the problem with Christianity.
Yeah.
Every time you test the divinity
right.
of the Christian claims, it fails
Right.
every single time.
Like if Jesus would have came and said, "Hey guys, I know you said the Earth's flat, but it's actually a spinning ball," and then that would be huge. You'd be like, "Oh
yeah,
shit,
that would have been ginormous.
Jesus knew things about science before we did," you know. But
Right.
it seems like instead they were saying that pi is 3, and they were getting a bunch of things wrong. And but I do think that it does look like science sometimes tries to go against the Bible, but it might just be that's how bad they were in the back days that they couldn't get it right because they just everything they got wrong. I mean, they said that the sun came after the light.
Yeah, on the third day.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's kind of crazy.
yeah, yeah.
It's
It's what you would expect ancient desert
Yes.
people to write.
Yes. And in fact, like
it makes
the way
perfect sense when you look at it through that lens.
Absolutely.
Makes perfect sense.
In fact, it makes sense that they needed Jesus because God kept threatening that he was going to do all this shit and he never did it. So like they were like, oh, if you do this, he's going to come down, he's going to send this, and then nothing was happening. So they're like, oh shit, we need a God that's like on earth that people can get to know. Here's my real opinion. I don't know what you think about my opinion. Do you believe Jesus was real, or you don't believe he was real at all?
I know there were multiple Messiah figures during the first century that were trying to free them from Rome.
Right.
So I don't know if like Jesus himself was an actual 100% person and all the stories we hear besides like the crazy miracles are true. But
so
I know
this.
that there were a bunch of Messiah figures that were trying to rise up and they were being crucified and killed. A bunch during that time.
Okay, so imagine that Jesus came and he was the first one to say like, the Old Testament God isn't real. The God of the world is inside you. The kingdom of God is inside you. That you want to. So if he would have came saying that, and he did say things like that, he said nobody's ever seen God's voice or seen his face or heard his voice, which is weird because the God of the Old Testament, people saw him and people heard him. So if he would have said that and kind of tried to show that the God of the Old Testament was not the real God, they would have killed him. And then imagine that the Jews would have been like, hey, you're taking people away from our God, Yahweh, Jehovah. So they killed him and then wrote him into the Bible as if he was part of it, so that because they saw the power in Jesus. Like, oh, we'll just get these people into our camp anyway. So now everybody worships Jehovah, which
and they were able to hijack the message.
Correct.
Because like Jesus was talking about the way. He was teaching the apostles the way.
Right.
And then Paul like seems to be like he hijacked the whole message, and now Christianity was all about just believing in the resurrection and then you're saved.
Which here's the thing:
as long as you believe, you're saved. The apostles were not taught that. Oh, if you just believe, you're saved.
No, and in fact,
it was a way of life.
I believe that you have to make amends for the mistakes you make on earth, and I think that part of trapping people here would be if people think they can just believe in Jesus, then they're going to die and face themselves, and they're going to realize that they didn't make amends for any of their sins, and they're going to come back and do it again. So that's
you're in the soul trap then.
Yeah, and I think that that's what they do.
Trap,
and I think that's why the world sucks so much right now, is that we've probably all been here a few times. And it's kind of, and it's kind of like a shitty world, because all that keeps happening is the shitty people keep coming back. We can't figure it out. So maybe the other people have moved on.
Do you think this is the basement of the universe? Like, not in the flat earth sense, but like if there are different dimensions or realms that we could level up
Yeah.
to, that this is the lowest one, or do you think there's a worse one?
No, I don't think
than
it's
this?
worse, but you could be a worse. You could be a worse creature. You could have a worse start. You could have You could be a deer. I don't know what the fuck you might be. So I'm just saying that's a worse setup, because I'm guessing that's what. I mean, again, if you believe in reincarnation and that kind of idea, it could be a very cool system that basically, if you have a bad life, then you come back in a worse scenario. And if you do good,
I
then
think
you
it's a
come back
great
better.
justice system doing it that way. Like make Jeffrey Dahmer live 10,000 cockroach lives before he gets to be a human again.
Right, exactly. I don't know about 10,000. That's kind of a lot, but yeah, a few at least. It just makes more sense to me. I again, and it probably is the case if you really, really were to get down to it. That it's like we probably live once and die. I mean, that's probably the truth. But I feel like it's better to live with the, not the hope of a reward, because I think that's also bad. But just living life like you should, doing what's right, and then let the chips fall where they may. If there is nothing after this, guess what? We will never know. You'll fall asleep, and that'll be it. So you don't have to worry about it.
That honestly, even though I believe in evolution now, if there's no justice in the universe whatsoever after death, that actually pisses me the fuck off.
But we won't know.
Then I'm actually mad.
Yeah,
there's no justice.
We won't know, thank God, because I would be pissed too. Yeah, if you can just do whatever you want on Earth and there's no punishment for it, like it is really about just get what you can while you're here.
Yeah, if you get away with it, like the Epstein files, if that never came out, these people would have just died and got away with it.
And they're still going to get away with it.
And there's no justice in the end.
Watch, they're still going to get away with it. They're still going to get away with it. And maybe that's why they do it. Maybe they know that. I don't know. I tend to think that sometimes they're like, they're in that mode of it's better to. So let's say you knew that if you came back here, if you had a bad life, but that's what you wanted. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing terrible things, and I don't care if I come back and it's a terrible world. That's what I like. I'm a Satanist, or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I can see.
Yeah, if they worship Baal, they think they still come back as humans. They don't come back as cockroach.
Right. And maybe
because that would fix it. It's like, dude, no, if you're a piece of shit human, you don't come back as human. This is a privilege to be human.
Right. But if they made a deal with
the apex predator,
what if they made a deal of some type or something that they get to? I don't know. It's just I don't like the amount of evil, and then you just how could it be all of our government structure is these pedophiles? It's crazy. It's they're like doing shit with children.
It's just Israel's gathering blackmail on people in high positions of power so that they can make us keep fighting their endless wars in the Middle East.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think that's what it is. And sex is always a major
always has been.
A human people like falter with that.
Yep.
So
well,
and then what Alex
Jones
Jones was saying the other day to Benny Johnson, I think. Do you know him?
No, not really.
He's like a political guy. He does good stuff.
Uh-huh.
He was saying to them that they take you like one step further and further and further, like, and then they'll get you to like they'll have like, oh, it's a 17-year-old in Epstein Island, but they told you she was 18.
Right.
But then it's like, oh no, look, she's 17. We have proof of it that you did it.
And then they film them or something.
Then they'll use that against you, and they'll say, okay, now, hey, we'll give you $100,000 if you do this 14-year-old. And now they're willfully doing it, and then they do it, and eventually it gets all the way down to the point they're like, dude, we have a 10-year-old in the basement. He's a lot of trouble. We need you to strangle him. He's like, dude, I'm not going to strangle him. But it's like, oh, look, we have film of you with a 14-year-old. You better strangle him. So they use blackmail against these people and control them every way possible. It's a crazy world, dude.
It's a crazy world.
Scary if it really
and remember,
works that way.
I don't know if I ever
really
told
scary.
you that B.O.B. told me that once he had gotten his record deal and all that stuff and was living the good life, that somebody told him, hey, somebody's coming by to pick you up in a limo. So he's like, he had to meet this guy at a corner. He got in the limo, and the guy's like, you're gonna give me a blowjob. And B.O.B. is like, no, I'm not. And he's like, no, you're going to, or else your career is going to be over. And B.O.B. said, drop me off. I want out. So he said he got out, and he said since that day he's never been able to get a record deal. That's why he does everything on his own, does everything with his own label, because he refused to go along with that. So I give him a lot of credit if that's true, because he says everybody else does it. Jay-Z, Diddy, all those guys all went through it. They all did. Did you hear that Jay-Z shut down all his accounts? Is that true?
I don't know if it's true. I've heard him and Beyonce are getting like a divorce now or something.
What? I don't know.
I heard that. I don't know if that's true either.
I don't know either. Let me see here. I don't know if they. Well, I heard that. So many people tell lies. It's like ridiculous. Hard to tell what's real.
Yeah.
I see all kinds of news about him over there. I got to read it after. All right. Well, I'm gonna head off, and appreciate you being on though.
So, do I win the award for best caller of the week?
You do. Do you need a sound effect for that?
Awesome.
Do we have any
All
kind
right.
of
Have a
award?
great night, man.
Hey, later. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. We've got there we go. Oh, let's see this. I'm gonna bring this over here real quick so I can look at what we got. So we got Jay-Z says what? 50 Cent calls out Jay-Z lyrics after sharing Young Girl verse. 50 Cent revives old Jay-Z lyric, adding more fuel to fire. Jay-Z's Young Girl verse questions his lyrics. Jay-Z's Young Girl verse. I don't know what the Young Girl verse is. Can we see it? I don't know what song that's from or anything. 50 Cent is at it again. This time he did it with the lyrics of an old Jay-Z verse in an Instagram post. He posted a picture of Jay-Z's face that appeared to have been photoshopped onto the Predator from the Predator film series. It's along with a verse from HOV on Pharrell's 2006 song Young Girl, I Really Like You. The song was published during HOV's relationship with Beyonce, but prior to their 2008 marriage, it was included on Pharrell's first album. He raps in the verse, HOV got a young girl, still not quite 21, so high-strung, such a vibrant thing. I introduced myself, hi, Miss Thing, you're 19? No, you're lightning in a bottle. I give you a ring tomorrow. The scene that follows screams of horror. Classic Stephen King novel, Mama don't think you should take someone. So advance in romance, you should just wait. Papa don't preach. HOV don't bite. HOV been through it. I might mold your life because I'm going to show you right. Proper etiquette, how to hold your knife. Keep it competitive with Oprah's ice. Be like Janet, take control of your life. That's weird. I don't know if that's really... Didn't see anything in there that made me think underage girl. He said 19 and not 21, but I don't know. I don't know. I thought it said that Jay-Z shut down all his accounts. That's what I was looking. Anyway, I'm going to do some deep dives into that stuff because a lot of it has to do with a lot of things I used to look at, like the Hampstead case. Closes social media. Why did I hear that if it's not true? I hate people who lie. I can't stand liars. They make life suck. Why is Jay-Z joined and quickly deleted Instagram? Jay-Z deletes his Instagram. Oh, no, this is old. 2001. Yeah, it's old. I don't think it's... I think that somebody was lying. Don't believe what you hear. What if I go past week? Anything about past week? No, it does say Jay-Z scrubs Instagram after Epstein files. Let me see. I guess it is true. Jay-Z scrubs Instagram after Epstein files, naming rapper Jay-Z reportedly wiped his Instagram after his name appeared in the Epstein files. Reports say some followers, including his mother-in-law, unfollowed him amid the controversy. No charges have been filed, but the move sparked discussion across social media. I heard he left town, or he left the country. 99 problems, and Epstein is one. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's so sad. The justice system should be going after these people. I mean, it's so pathetic what our country has become. It really is very sad. Very sad. Epstein files came out, and conspiracy theorists are again vindicated. Pizzagate is real. Epstein worked for Mossad. Epstein was involved in cloning, breeding humans. They torture children. They also have something to do with the trans system, or the trans community. It looks like they were talking about how to make men more feminine. Epstein and Bill Gates planned the pandemic in 2015. I saw that. That's crazy, man. I don't know what people are going to do about this stuff. Israel owns Donald Trump. And then did you see Epstein's probably alive? There was a, get this. I mean, this is the thing. So somebody made a 4chan post on like the day after supposedly Epstein died. And they, in the 4chan post, said that they saw him get taken out of the hospital. Taken out of the jail cell the night before in a wheelchair with his hands cuffed up in front of him. And he got put into a van that didn't check in and left. Now, everybody thought that was just, somebody's talking shit on 4chan. But then you find out that in these papers that the district attorney or whatever subpoenaed to find out who that was. So imagine now, if it wasn't true, why would you subpoena it? If somebody was just talking shit on 4chan, you wouldn't go after that person. But instead, we found out who it was because the district attorney subpoenaed 4chan to find out who that person was, and they found out who it was. And so that person, this is the great point. The person is a guard at the prison. So it was not a random nothing post. It was actually a guard at the prison saying that he saw Epstein leave that night, the night before he died. Have you heard of 764 or 764 group? Never have. No. Someone flew a drone over Epstein's Island, and there's a guy that looks just like him, but it's really far away. Wow, really? I would not doubt he's alive. I think it kind of goes without saying. Is somebody that powerful? It's not like he's just going to go in there and be like, "Oh, I'm done now. I'm giving up." It's just not going to happen. We are ruled by satanic pedo cannibals. Seems like it. Seems like it. Anyway, bunch of crazy stuff going on in the world. I don't know what to say about it. I think electricity is the true language of God. That's a pretty good idea. They may mistakenly think we have power, which is probably a good analogy for God. People who mistakenly think exists. Yeah, I think that, again, I went through my whole thing last week. We got to go in 5 minutes, but was it last week I was talking about it? I kind of gave my rendition of what I think is going on. That I don't think there's a God that's external to us. I think we are all infinite pieces of that God, and this is how the universe is learning itself, and the God is experiencing everything that each one of us is experiencing because God sees it through our eyes. So now, does that mean that we have anything to do after this, or if we just live one life and die? I don't know that, but I think it's better to live with the best life that you can, doing what's right by other people, because there might be something after, like another dimension or another experience kind of like this. That's my hope. Imagine that there's a world after this where only the good people from this world go, and in that world you actually remember your old lives, right? So in that world, it's good people who remember and learn from their mistakes in the past and this kind of thing. Whereas to get there, you have to have an actual good life without being told what to do, which is what I think is incredible about this world. I think it sucks if there's a Bible. Like, why would God give you a Bible? Like, here's the rule book. Okay, I got to follow the rules. Because again, is that person a good person if they think about killing people every day? Right? So the Bible says don't kill people. But what if you think about it every day? Like, oh, I want to kill that person. I want to kill that person. But you don't, because you want to be careful. You don't want to do anything that's a sin. So that person's a bad person, right? Whereas they might think they're a good person because they're following the rule book. So I think it's better with no rules. You just have to be good because that's what your heart tells you. And you can break that feeling. You can get rid of that morality inside you and become a wicked, evil person easily. And then you don't have any connection anymore to any kind of divine connection. I don't know. And I say divine because it could also be just otherworldly. I don't know. It's a working theory. Okay? It's not convoluted. Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. I'll play my new song for you. It's exciting. Well, I think so. Don't know about you. Which this one go here? What is this one? I'm just gonna do this real quick. I wanted to see. Oh, that'll work. That will work, I think. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. All right, guys. One more time. If you want to go to, or help me go to 53 degrees south, 53 degrees north, go to tiny.cc/53 degrees and help me out on that one so I don't lose my ass on that trip, which it might have happened. And I guess we're just gonna have to go with this one, even though it's a green screen, because I don't have any other way of doing it for now. Somebody is making a video that's in the works as we speak. Let's go with this one. But it's a good song. It is meant to be saying as if this is a flat earther who is singing a song about flat crack. There you go. All right, we are heading out, guys. Be here tomorrow, 3 o'clock, for the TikTok extravaganza with the Garbage Pail Kids. Should be fun. And I remind you, please do your own research when you do. And never again believe that you can't tell the shape of the ground by looking at the lights in the sky. Next week, we'll change it up. We'll probably go to TikTok for this since nobody came up this week besides David. Much love to you guys. Let's head out of here and enjoy the song. It is one of the best that I've done, at least to me personally. Peace.
Yeah. This room is all filled with smoke. Some people think flat earth is a joke. We're not a joke. We on the level, you heard? We measure earth flat. Well, not really, but we say those words. The sun is close and apparent. We know the space is fake and that the moon is transparent. Smoke till I saw a map of the moon. Used to believe it was a rock. Now I know it's a balloon. We know it's not a globe. We don't believe in scientists cause they wear a white robe. Smoke till you're delirious. You think you're on a spinning pear. You can't be serious. Oh. Smoking that crack in the Discord chat room, hotboxing every echo chamber, for streaming out to every Zoom room. Everyone outside of genius got a PhD in YouTube, smarter than every teacher who tried to indoctrinate you. High off a mean bread, eyes red, don't talk. The sky is a firmament, molten glass sky. clock, physics in the trash can, vibes in the baggie, smoking this black crack, doing research badly, leaning on the cross dressing every toupee. He's my flatty. If he played golf, I clean his balls as his caddy. He showed me the way. He taught me the truth. Some call it lying to kids. We call it 200 proofs. I'm at maybe drawn in crayon on mathematics are funny. We don't believe in gravity orbits or the Easter Bunny. Do your own research by watching the videos I make. Believe what I say is real, and I'll tell you what is fake. We know it all. We win every debate. How many inches per mile square? Hey, did you know that we spin 1,000 miles per hour? That the Earth moves in outer space with no gas or power. Puff, puff, the flat crack, it goes down so smooth. If you feel so stupid and dizzy, means you inhale the truth. Pass that flat crack back. Let the comments go dumb. Do planes use fuel to teleport to the clouds behind the sun? Flat crack, crack, high off our own supply. We live by one rule, never look up in the sky. Flat crack, crack, crack. No map, no model, no clue. We may not know how flat Earth works. Well, guess what? Neither do you. Flat crack, crack, crack. We don't have much, yet we remain the best. Flat, 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 flat. Flat sword with no with the southern sun, south and west. We got smoke and mirrors here and there. This and that, it only appears like it's a circle jerk. Move it, go it flat. We got facts, no satellites. Earth is flat as a pancake. Everything we can account for is clearly CGI or fake. You believe in TFE? You think Katy Perry went to space? You think the 24-hour sun was real? Hello, fake gate. Floating off the flat crack. If gravity is offended, well, we say density did it, and Glovers can't even comprehend it. We are smarter than Lockheed Martin, Grumman, even NASA. We smoking this flat crack so heavy, I'm getting asthma. Echo chamber loud, but the room real small. Same 10 dudes who think they solved it all. Masters of the keyboard, confidence Mac. Ask for a working model again, I'ma block you. That's facts. Flat crack, flat crack. We know the sun is apparent. We know the space is fake and the moon is transparent. Flat crack, flat crack. Don't believe satellites or the moon. Used to believe they were real, now I know they're both balloons. That's called special knowledge. My flat game is on fleek. This crack is so strong, it'll make your brain go weak. Flat crack, flat crack. They say all roads lead to Rome. Take a hit of my pipe, where all roads lead to the dome. We say once you go flat, you never glow back. Ha ha ha, globe salads have no answer to that. Besides Jaron, Robbie, Patricia, Paul, Craig, Benny, and Am, Shifty, Ider, Cuz, Randy, Rachie, Melodome. They ain't real flat earthers, they were just propaganda hype. Sell out shells, Freemasons, and we knew it the whole time. Can't fool a flirt when they own that flat crack, crystal truth. I will give you $1 trillion for just one globe proof. I swear on my life I've never told a single lie. We just can't know where the sun is, we only know it's in the sky. We're confident on refraction, no bro, cause we right, we strong. We aren't on a giant spinning globe and we ain't never been wrong. Flat crack, flat crack. Echo chambers got a stone so high up I believe I can almost touch the dome. Flat crack, flat crack. Smoke till your brain falls out. Everyone but you is a Freemason actor.